Peace, lovies. It's Amira, also known as Blissfully Mindful, back at you with another Blissful Chit Chat. So today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. We're doing one of our quick, short, and sweet Blissful Chats, and you saw the title. This one is more, I guess I don't know, it's a mixture. It's one of the fun ones, but it's also one of the more esoteric kind of ones. So this one, 3 ways or 3 things to do in order to get out. Now, I did it as it's pun intended on the movie Get Out, So this one, I wanted to do this because I was thinking about that movie, and I was also thinking about lately I've been all the Matrix, Get Out, all those kind of things like that. So that's kind of where I was when I came out with this one. And so I'm going to just get right into it. But if you have not already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do this every week. I have definitely added on the Blissful Chit Chat, so you will want to turn on your post notifications so that you know when I post these juicy videos. And without further ado, let us get started. So, the first thing that you have to do in order to get out, in order to unplug, whatever you want to call it, in order to ascend, in order to get woke. There's so many terms, whichever one floats your boat, honey. Which is the first thing that you got to do is you got to almost unlearn everything that you have known and reprogram, reboot, power off, shut down, all of that, everything. And I mean everything, okay? Everything. The smallest things that you take for granted, just deprogram, and question these things. If you're not ready to unlearn them, question, ask why is this something that I do? Why is this something that I practice? Why is this something that I believe? Why is this something that I was taught? Like I'll give you an example. And this is just a way to start the process of getting out of deprogramming yourself from all of these programs that you have, that you've been programmed to do. Okay, so like ABCs. Okay, well, this is an example of the process. ABCs, who came up with the ABCs? And why do we say the ABCs to like a song? And why do they drill the ABCs in our head from freaking daggone near birth? Why is it so, why is it pushed on us so much? Why is it the foundation of everything as far as reading, and then from reading, learning, and then from learning, internalizing all of this information that's being pumped into us? Why? So that's an example of what I mean when I say unlearn, question everything, and just that starts the process of your wokeness. It starts it up, okay? It's like it's at least hitting the power button to turn yourself back on once you power off, okay? It's like that, So, because I'm not talking about hit restart. No, we are not doing restart, because restart, everything is the same. No, we are cleaning the hard drive off, everything new, fresh. So that's what we're doing here. And so the process for that is you got to start with the questioning, okay? Okay, step 2, question your memory, okay? Don't be so dependent on your memory, and don't be so quick to believe your memory, because how do you know that what you think you remember is actually what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know that? And not even just your memory, it could be history, anything. We go to school, we're taught history, we're taught, someone tells us this is what happened. We weren't here. How do we know that's what happened? In fact, nobody on this planet was here when most of this stuff happened that we're taught. So how do we know that's actually what happened? We were not here. So when I say question it, that's what I mean. Question it. Don't be so quick just to believe it just because this person said it because they've got 100 doctorate degrees. I don't care if they got 1,000,000 doctorate degrees. They were not here. Is it fact, or is it just them saying regurgitating what someone else told them? So you got to question things. You got to start expanding your mind and start thinking for yourself. So that's another way, another step. Honestly, that's probably the next step, is your memory. And honestly, it goes even deeper than that, because your memory, I can hardly remember 2 seconds ago. So remember every detail. Do you remember every sound you heard? Do you remember every image that you saw? Do you remember? And I'm talking about remember accurately. Can you accurately describe these things? Can you accurately describe what you smelled? And what it smelled like? And how do you know factually, though, that that's exactly what it was? You don't know. This is all a dream. It's like in a dream. When you wake up, you can barely remember that dream. If you don't write it down right away, you can barely remember it. But it's not much different in this so-called waking state, because you can hardly remember it now, right? You really cannot. I'm telling you, 5 seconds ago, please tell me all of those details that I just asked you. What all the imagery, what is everything you saw, everything you heard, everything you smelled? How many times did your heart beat? What was your pulse rate? All of these things, you don't know. Oh, you don't remember all of that. So your memory may not be what you think it is, okay? And that leads me to the next one. The third phase, because this is almost like phases, of your awakening, so to speak. Your senses. You can't really be that dependent on those. You see, they kind of evolve into the other. Your senses, you can't really, first of all, everyone experiences their senses in their own way, own unique way. So there's no one way, when that scent came across all of our nose, it smelled this way. Well, it smelled this way to you, but someone else may have experienced that scent a whole different way. Maybe just like perfume, some perfume maybe someone's wearing stinks to you, but obviously they're wearing it and they bought it, so it smells really good to them. So there is no fact there, It's only subjective. It's not this factual thing. It's just a subjective experience. And so you gotta know that as far as your sensory experience of this existence, I guess I want to say. So, and that's everything. What you hear, you hear it one way, it's loud to you. It may be not so loud to someone else. It's something that tastes good to you may not taste that good to someone else. Or that's that goes with even culturally. Some cultures eat certain foods, and other cultures they're like, oh gosh, how could you eat that? So everything, question it all, open your mind to live in the moment of it all. And once you do that, because that's when you get to the sensory level of experiencing this existence, is just to, I guess you get to that ascended level of wokeness. Once you can open your mind to know that you're able to experience this with your senses, but it's not just that, it's having an awareness of it, having an awareness of your sensory. So having an awareness in this present moment, what sounds am I hearing in this present moment? Because that is the only fact you have, is the exact present moment. You can't even remember one moment ago. You don't know the moment that's coming. You only know the one you're in right this moment. That's the only one you have. So the only thing that grounds you into this existence, into this reality, is that moment. That's all you got. That's the only fact you have, is that one. And then in a moment later, that won't even be a fact. But these things heighten your awareness of your higher self. Once you can let go of all of that memory and that stuff that had you tied down, and all that programming, all that bad programming, you can move forward and you can ascend and you can come into your highest self and expand your mind, expand your life, expand your whole being. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I love these chit chats. And, especially topics like this, they really get me like going. I can go on forever, but I'm not going to. So comment below on your thoughts about this, and share this with your friends. If you have not already done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button, drink your alkaline water, watch those ads, stay blissful, and keep on ascending, keep on evolving and expanding, and keep on coming into your higher self. And I appreciate you all so much for sharing the beauty of that with me in those comments. I love it. Keep them coming. And I will see you all next time. Sunflower smooches, peace and love. I love ya. Mwah.